Hi, it's me, Lane. Long time no see. I have definitely been missing in action. I've been definitely MIA. My little cat has decided to go sleep in the little sunspot. Bless him. So, I've made little noties to explain to you why I have been missing for 3 months. Just think my last update was in July and it's now October, so August, September, October. Yeah, 3 months more or less. So, first and foremost, I am aware that I haven't got a 1 year post-op video up, and that is because the stupid idiot that is me. I had like a load of footage from when I had my surgery done and when I had my 6 months and post-op and all that lot. And I somehow deleted all the footage of all that. So I have to now go through all my videos. I have to splice them. I have to cut them up. And I'm like, oh my god, so much to do. But a quick little update. Everything's healed fine. Everything's fine. There's no problems. The scars are healing fine. Nipple indentation is still there. I am in the process of redoing the whole entire video. So as soon as that's done, I'll upload it. It will be a bit late, and I do apologise for that. But yes, as to where I've been, I have been here, there, and everywhere. I started meeting up with my partner like once a month. Usually, I go down to Birmingham, or they come up to Cardiff. If they come to Cardiff, like they are this month for a gig, so we're going to a gig together. Been meeting up with them, been meeting up with family members, just chilling, just having a good time. Plus, the weather is really, really warm and stuff, and I can't handle warmth. I don't like the sun. I am not a sun person. In fact, the more sun it is, the more I want to crawl into a hole and die. I'm not even being dramatic. That is actually how much I hate the sun. I loathe the sun. I loathe it. And as per usual, there goes the emergency services. I do believe that was a fire engine, because there's actually a firehouse a couple of miles down the road from me, and the hospital is about 3 miles in the opposite direction. So, also I live next door to a motorbike shop, so you hear motorbikes, you hear cars, you hear emergency services, you hear it all. Okay, yeah, hear it all. But yes, other things that have been going on in my life. I don't think I mentioned to you. I know I mentioned a little bit about this, about the whole scenario with my tutor in psychology and criminology. I did get my results back. I have absolutely no idea where I put the results. I put them somewhere safe, and you know me, somewhere safe means never to be seen again. So I have my notes, my results somewhere. But I got an E in psychology, which I expected. I expected to get a bad grade, mainly because we hadn't finished the syllabus by the time the exam came about. Like, we were still a good month away from finishing everything we needed to. There were some questions on there that I have no memory of it covering in the entire lesson. And I can't blame the tutor completely, because the tutor completely will probably disregard and just be, oh, no. Yes, I should have done my own studying, but if I didn't know what to study, then I can't really study what I need to study, you see. Can you get me? Criminology, I got a D in. The teacher did say that everyone was getting a C, at least a C. And I think only one person of the entire class got a C. Everyone else got lower than a C. I might be incorrect, but I do believe everyone got lower than a C. Which kind of put me off going to college and learning. I was just like, you know what? So much is going on with me, like the tutor who was, in my opinion, not equipped enough to deal with everything, because there was at least 2 lessons where they spent the entire lesson crying and talking about their personal problems instead of teaching this class. And each lesson is about 2 hours long, so there's at least 4 hours we missed there. at least. And other times the tutor will be late, or the tutor will be like, "Oh, I can't. We're not having a lesson today. My kid's ill," or something like that. And it's just like, I understand you have house problems. I understand you have children, but first and foremost, you are getting paid to teach us so that we can improve our learning, so that we can get a good job that we want to get, because we need the qualifications for. Because for me personally, I was initially going to become a therapist, but after studying criminology, I've kind of come to the realization that that maybe going down the whole police route would be probably more speed of more up to my speed. I mean, I'm still going to do psychology. Don't get me wrong, psychology is amazing, but I kind of want to know why society is the way it is, and whether it's the state, the power, or if it's the community, or what is causing this imbalance and this whole separation between them, us, and them and stuff, which is criminology. It's fascinating. So when we spoke to the tutor's boss, the whole class did. We actually had a little conversation. We actually aired our grievances about what was going on and how we felt we had been, slighted and stuff. And the tutor's boss was like, "We should have come to us sooner." And we were like, we didn't know how bad it was until we started talking about it. I'm not going to name this person, but I'm going to say what happened to them. They were stressed. Clearly they were stressed. They were stressed about this exam, because they didn't think they were ready for the exam. Understandable. I don't think anyone was. And they walked into the classroom about 5-10 minutes late because traffic. Understandable. The tutor's usually late anyway, so you gotta give them a bit of slack. I mean, if the traffic's bad. You can't do anything about that. Can't teleport from A to B. We don't have that freaking capability or that technology yet. And the tutor completely and utterly incorrectly and just pure, I don't know why they did this. The tutor had to go at them. And the tutor had to go at them so bad that they actually left in tears. The tutor said, they came here on time, me and this other person. We came by bus. And I was just like, I walk in. I can't miss it. I walk. And the teacher was like, well, the other person comes by bus from blah, 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 which is further away. And I'm like, a bus and a car go in different routes, miss. But like, yeah, the person left in tears. And there's another person there. And they were asking questions, and they were more or less ignored the entire lesson by the teacher. And when the person who left in tears came back after calming down, the tutor blanked them, just acted like they did not exist. And that is completely and wholly unprofessional. The tutor's been late 90% of the entire time that they've turned up for the lessons. They're usually late. One person's late because of accident, because of traffic, and the tutor had to go with them. So that really put a sour taste in my mouth about learning with this college. I was like, I'm not doing it. I was planning to move to Birmingham probably next year. As it stands, because of the whole Birmingham Council situation, that's on hold until that's all sorted out, and then we can go from there. We'll figure it out. Eventually, me and my partner, we're going to move in together. But for now, that's on hold. But it's not on hold long term. It's a short term hold. It's just until we've got enough money to actually move out there, and we don't have to rely on the council quit straight away or something. So we're just putting a pin on it, but we're not removing it. Which, going back to the whole tutor thing, brings me nice and neatly into my it's my third thing I want to talk about, actually. This person I was talking to you about, the one who left in the room in tears, they were doing a little Googling, little fearless Googling, and they found out about the Open University, which I had heard about, but I was under the assumption that to go to university, you need to have good grades. Like, you need to have good A-level grades. And I was like, I don't have good A-level grades. I can't do it. And then they were like, no, you can do this course without going to A-level. So I was like, let me look into this a bit more. Let me just Google myself. Just Google. So I did. And then I learned that you can join the A. They were correct about joining the A level. During this college, you do not need to have A levels to join it. So I was like, okay, I see where this is going. And I enrolled in the Open University in September, which is last month. And my course opened yesterday, the 7th of October, and I'm gonna lie to you, I'm so excited to learn. It's I'm playing with my pens because I need to distract myself. I can't just sit down and do nothing. I need like distraction. And I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah. The course that I'm doing is a joint honours course. So, good old me, doing 2 at once. I never learn. I swear I never learn. And they are criminology and psychology. So, fingers crossed, I'm going to try my darndest. But when I hopefully pass my degree, like I qualify and I've done my degree and I've qualified and I've graduated, I can, according to someone I talked to who is a therapist who just checks in on me every single month to make sure I'm okay, my mental health is okay, I can submit an approval for membership to join the British Psychological Society, which is where all the psychologists, psychiatrists, like they're under this society, the society for them. And if I get accepted, which I'm hoping I do, I will be classified as a baby psychologist, which then means that I can, with my degree, I'll have entry-level basis, so I can go into a job at an entry level and work my way up, which is both terrifying but so exciting. I'm really looking forward to that. I can't wait for the day that I get to graduate and I'm like, I did it. I proved to myself that I can do what I set my mind to. So yeah, going to university. And unfortunately, because it's a large class, me and the person who told me about the university, we're not in the same tutor group. Which is kind of upsetting, because it'd be nice to have a friendly face in the class. But module-wise, we'll be together, so we'll be able to talk to each other about the module. As it is, the tutor groups will be separated in, because we each got a different tutor. And I'm like, that sucks, but okay. It's not the end of the world. I mean, we can still talk. We can still, chat and stuff about what we've learned, or what the tutor said, and, learn and help each other out and help us to grow, be study buddies and stuff. But yeah, so I'm in university. It's crazy to think that I am in university. I cannot even begin to tell you how my brain just kind of went. I didn't expect to get accepted, to be honest. I thought I'll just aim roughly for where I want to land and just see if I get accepted. If I get accepted and I'm enrolled, we'll go from there. But I wasn't expecting it, but I did. It came through, and I'm like, university. I am so pumped for it. You have. I wish I could tell you how pumped I am. I wish you could level the amount of excitedness that there is in me, because it's really high. Oh, my elbow just clicked. Oh, did you hear that? Glad you hear that. I'm pretty sure I felt that. Ooh. Yeah. So so I'm just crossing out what I've spoken about, so I know what I've spoken about. I mentioned the top surgery, yes. The lost footage, yes. So, my final update, my final thing I want to tell you about is something that, like top surgery, I thought wasn't going to happen for a very long time. And that is, last month I had a phone call, a video call with my gender identity clinic, which is in Cardiff. That's a piece of hair. Which is in Cardiff. And we just talked through like what had happened, like since the last talk to me, my healing from my top surgery, my hormones, whether I'm okay, all this lot. And then they said, so your next point that you want to transition, what the next thing you want to happen is lower surgery. And I was like, yes. And they asked me if I had given any thought to it, if I had looked into it, if I had any kind of idea of what I wanted. And then I told them that I have been looking into phalloplasty, which is what I'm hoping to be able to get, is phalloplasty. I've been watching people on YouTube who've had bottom surgery. I've been gaining information from them, been writing it down, jotting it down. I've been learning about this. I've been looking on the actual NHS websites and things like that. I've been doing as much as I physically can so that I am as knowledgeable and aware of what the surgeries, because it's more than one, it's about 2, 3, probably could be 4, depending on how I heal and stuff. Depending on the surgeries, what my goal is, what can realistically happen, like donor sites, things like that. So we had a good long talk about it. And they were like, as far as I'm concerned, you can go on the waiting list, but you need a second signature with all surgeries when it comes to NHS surgeries. You need a second signature with surgeries, or even if I go private, I believe you need a second signature, just so that someone else can confirm, yes, that person is sound mind, they are aware of what's going on, they haven't been coerced into doing it, they're not being puppeteered, they know what's going on, they know the risks, they know the rewards, they know the cost, they know everything. So I was like, yeah, sure. No, I was completely understandable. I knew that I was going to need to get a second opinion. I was not like an idiot thinking, oh, one person, sign off, blah, 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 blah. Just like, yeah, no, I knew I needed one. And she goes, and she was asking me, because I didn't tell you, my doctor is a female doctor. Her name is Sophie Quinney. And I didn't know this until they told me this. Sophie told me this. Dr. Quinney is one of the leading GIC doctors, apparently, in the UK, which I was just like, literally my brain just kind of went, I was like, oh, I didn't know that. Oh boy, that made me feel like I felt a bit more, I was under spotlight, and I was like, oh, okay, I got one of the leading ones to talk to. Oh no, I was like, ah, but like, and then Dr. Quinney asked me, what my life was like, because they need to ask about these sort of things to like gauge mental health stuff and make sure that I'm in a good headspace and I'm not being a stupid idiot. Which, if you know me, I'm usually an idiot because I am pretty much ruled by chaos and impulsiveness. Those two things make up my personality. And so I was like, okay, yeah. So I spoke to them and they asked me, and I told them about my partner, that I'm engaged and that I want to move down to Birmingham at some point. And they were like, oh my goodness, I'm so glad that things are going well for you. I'm so glad you're back on track, you're going where you need to go. And then they asked me, this made me laugh. They're like, I only ask, when you and your partner do get married, if you could send a little photo of a little wedding photo to the GIC in Cardiff, so we can hang it up, put it on the wall, and be like, he made it. He went through, and to use what Dr. Quinney said, you went through some SHIT, but you finally you're coming out of the other side of better ground. I was like, yeah. So that kind of threw me for a loop, because I was like, oh, they actually want a photo of my wedding, okay? Because my next step is to get my GRC sorted out, which is going to be a pain in the backside, because the amount of stuff I need to send off. I don't even know where to start. I need to like write a checklist and go chick, chick, chick. But I got to do all that when I'm doing university, and I've got other things coming up, because for the next 5 months or so, every single month I'm going to be going somewhere to meet up with my partner, to go for a gig, or to have a day off, or have a day out. So I'm spreading thin on the ground, which, you know me, I do that constantly, so yeah. But yeah. And then I was like, okay. And Dr. Quinney was like, so looking at the person that I'm going to send you to for your second signature, I think they picked it out of the hat or something. I don't know. I'm not quite sure how they picked the person to talk to. He's booked until start of October. I was like, and they're like, do you mind waiting that long, or like? And I literally just said, I don't mind. I've waited this long, so as far as I'm concerned, waiting a bit longer to be able to go on the waiting list, I'm fine with. I'm like, I was fine with waiting. And they're like, okay. Dr. Quinney was, okay. Well, as far as I'm concerned, you no longer need the GIC. Like, you no longer need to be under us, because this is your final step in your transition. So we are going to discharge you from our services. And I'm just like, that's great. That is finally nearly over, but I'm going to miss talking to you. But thank you for everything. You know, no. Good on you for keeping up with it. Good on you for sticking true and keeping going. And that she wished me all the luck in the world, all the luck going forward. I said thank you, and that was it. And then I got an email about 2 weeks ago. Yeah, 2 weeks ago, from the receptionist of Dr. Hodgson, who was my second signature. And the receptionist said, what dates are you available, what time, blah blah. So I told her any day, any time. She goes, okay, 3rd of October, 9:30 in the morning. Is that fine for you? I was like, yes. So I had a bit of an issue when I was signing in, because for some reason the link kept saying that the room had expired, even though the room hadn't even started yet. And I was like, So then we had a little bit of a little wiggle to try and get into it, but we got into it. And Dr. Hodgson, he made me laugh from the start, because he said that I've charmed the people at Cardiff GIC. And he's going to see if he is going to be added to my list of charmers. And I was like, charmed people. I was like, okay, I don't think I've charmed them. I just think I've been honest. So he asked me questions about my transition, like when I knew, blah blah blah, my family life, who's supporting me transitioning, when I have my surgery, who's going to be looking after me, which is my partner. Fingers crossed, by that point I've moved down to Birmingham, and we live together, and then they can look after me and I just don't have to stress. And they asked me what my healing with my top surgery was like, and then I explained to him that I had no swelling, no leakage, and no bruising. Like, the nurse, when she took my bandages off, was just like, that's a very rare sight to see. Nothing's going wrong as far as the nurse was concerned. My healing is going to be fine. I'm going to heal from top surgery perfectly fine, which I have done. I have healed perfectly fine. It's still kind of, even though it's been over a year, it's still kind of weird just to not have them. Like, go, I'm not flat, because no chest is flat, but I don't have bags of sugar in front of me, as I would prefer to them now. Ugh, hate talking about that, to be honest. Kind of dysphoric. And he said, as far as I'm concerned, you got your second signature. And I was like, duh, 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 duh. Just throw me for a loop and just watch me go up and down. I was like, where? And he goes, he's like literally in front of him. He had like on the waiting list, like he needed to sign to say approval for waiting list. So he did that on call with me. He accepted my approval. He approved my request to go on the waiting list. So I am now officially on the waiting list for bottom surgery for phalloplasty. And then he said, did they give you a time limit, like, time frame, like where you expect to go? And I was like, I didn't ask Dr. Quinny because I knew it was going to take some time, and people on a Facebook group are saying it's like 5+ years. And he goes, actually, it was 5+ years a year ago, but they've actually refinanced and restructured the NHS teams who do bottom surgery. So actually, you're looking about 2 to 3 years for first surgery. First surgery. Not consultation. Surgery. And he goes, in about 6 months or so, you'll get a letter inviting you down to London to talk to the surgical team about what you want, what they can realistically give you. See, I'm not going to be an idiot. I'm not going to be like, I want 10 inches. I'm not that dumb. Excuse my language. I just swear then. I'm not that dumb. Just an average size would be fine. As long as I got something down there, I'm fine. I guess within 6 months, and then they'll talk to you about it, get all what you need, sort out what they can do, and then they'll probably give you a time frame, we can put you in on such a time. In between then, I've got to get laser on my lower parts and my donor site, which is my thighs, because I'm hoping to get it on my thighs. And then while they're doing that, they're also going to do, I'm hoping this team, while they're sorting out making the phallus and everything, they can give me a hysterectomy. So bye-bye ovaries, bye-bye womb. And then I was like, what I actually want is I want everything removed. There is actually a term for it, which is actually, I have a folder here which has all, and I mean all of my transition stuff in here. Yeah, hysterectomy with BSO. Give me a minute. I gotta find this. This is gonna be fun, isn't it? Of course, with my phalloplasty, I'm also considering urethroplasty, which is where you can go to the toilet with it, so you don't have to sit down. I'm having a vaginectomy, which means everything from the vagina is going to be sewed up and stuff, and a scrotoplasty, which means I'm going to have a scrotum made. BSO, yeah, BSO is, I do believe, it doesn't say what it's called, so I'll have to look that up. My phone is being used to record, my computer is behind me, so I can't get to it. But BSO is basically, they remove the womb, the fallopian tubes, everything that is female in the lower region. They remove it all, so there's going to be no ovaries, there's going to be nothing like that or anything. So I'm going to get that done, hysterectomy. We did discuss getting it done as a standalone procedure. However, it all depends on if I'm able to get it done before. If I get a letter and they're like, oh, come down this time, and then I talk to them and they're like, oh, actually we can do the whole thing for you while doing stage 1 of the phalloplasty. I'm like, alright then, if you can do it, because the whole female part is extremely dysphoric for me to even talking about it. I'm like, I don't like talking about it. I don't even like seeing it, to be honest. Ugh. And the fact that I got to get all the hair lasered up means that I'm going to be able to know. Just breathe. You have to do this for what you want, Lane. Don't make a song and dance out of it. But yeah, So, I'm on the waiting list. Officially since the 3rd of October. 7th of October, university started. I'm hoping to hear back soon from other things I got planned going on. And yeah, this is over half an hour long. Wow. But yeah. So that's all the things I need to talk about. I am on the waiting list. I'm in the university. I'm going places with my partner, my friends, my family. And I am living life, to be honest with you. Life is like amazing. I do apologise, I woke up early today for university. The joys of university. But yes, everything is going great. Everything is going swimmingly. And I will leave this here. And I will see you in the next one. In the meantime, look after yourselves. Look after your mental health. Look after sexual and your physical health. Please drink plenty of fluid, preferably water. If you're like me, you don't like the taste of water, then drink something that's flavoured water or something. Eat plenty of food. I don't care if you're hungry or not. Everyone needs to eat, and this coming from a hypocrite like me, yes, you need to eat. Have plenty of sleep. Go to bed not too stupidly early in the morning. If you can't sleep, fair enough. But please try at least going to bed about a reasonable time, like 11:30ish at the latest. And in the meantime, enjoy yourselves, enjoy life, enjoy everything that's coming your way, and I will see you in my next video, which hopefully, unless it takes too long for me to figure this out, will hopefully be my 1 year post-op in the meantime. Peace out. Love you.